Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Simply Crochet today. Today I have a new stitch of a herringbone half double crochet, and we will begin with a simple slip knot. And I am using a little bit bulkier yarn today, so always just use the type of yarn and the correct hook size that you will need for your weight of yarn. So and this stitch, you can do as many chains as you would like, depending on the size project you would like. So I think I will chain maybe 24 chains to show a sample of this stitch. Okay, I completed 24 chains here. So the herringbone begins with yarning over, and in this case we will be doing our half double crochet herringbone stitch in the second chain from the hook. So that's 1, 2, then you insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, bring up a loop, and you have 3 loops on your hook. Now you will take and go through that next loop until you have 2 loops left on your hook, yarn over, and then go through both loops. So let's do that once again. Yarn over, go into the next chain, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops. Grab that loop and go all the way through until you have 2 loops, yarn over, and that is a herringbone. So let's do that once again. Yarn over, insert into the chain. You're going to pull. As you're bringing up that loop, you're going to go through that second loop, and then you'll have the 2 loops, and there you go. So let's do that again. Yarn over, go into the chain. When you're pulling up that loop through that chain, you're actually going to go all the way through that loop until you have 2 loops, and then you're going to yarn over and go through those other 2 loops. So I will do that again. Yarn over, insert your hook. As you're bringing up that loop, you're going to go through this loop until you have 2 loops left, yarn over, and go through 2. So I hope I'm doing that slowly enough here. Yarn over, insert, and then you're going to go right through that loop and then yarn over. And this is the way your stitching should look here. It's not a half double crochet. It will turn into a beautiful pattern, a herringbone pattern. So I'm going to complete this down to the end, and I'll see you when you've completed your round. Okay, we've completed our first row, and it is the front and there is the back. So we will do is we will chain 1 at the end of the row, and we'll turn our work. And basically you're going to do the same. You will yarn over, you will go into, not into, okay, when you yarn over, when you chain 1, you won't go into this stitch here. You will go into this stitch. So you chained 1, you turned, you will yarn over, you will enter your hook, bring up a loop, and then go through that loop, and there we go. So again, yarn over, insert your hook, go through that loop, and that one. There are other herringbone, single crochet herringbone and a double crochet, but this is a Herringbone Half Double Crochet. So again, yarn over, insert your hook, and then go through that loop, and then go through that loop. And it gets more comfortable as you practice with just, I'm doing it slowly, but actually as you're bringing that hook up, you're just going through that one very quickly, and then going through the two. So you would just go bring up that loop and then go through that one and that one. I know it looks like I'm struggling, but I'm trying to be slow here so you can see it's a little bit different than the half double crochet. And this is how your stitch. So you would just do this in every row. And this is the other side. And then there's this front side. Now, some patterns, or if you choose to, instead of doing right into the herringbone stitch on the chain, you can do a single crochet, a row of single crochet on your chains, on your chain stitches, and then after doing the single crochet row, then you can start the herringbone pattern after that. It's really up to you how you would like to do it, what's most comfortable. So again, you're just going through here, going through that loop, and going through that loop. And always watch your tension when you're going, as you're going. Always keep an eye on your tension so that your loops are consistent across. You want it to be comfortable. You don't want to have to be too tight, and just dependent on your yarn. So as I said, I'm just kind of showing you to give you an idea. I'm going to complete a few more rows so that you can see the pattern. And again, I am using another variegated colored yarn here. So you see the shading is changing. It is. This is a wool yarn. It's actually pretty complicated because it almost looks like it's braided. I'm not sure where I picked this up, but this is 100% wool yarn I have here. So let me get back after I do a larger sample of this stitch. Okay, I've done a little bit larger sample here of this herringbone half double crochet, and I just wanted to go over again at the end of each row. You want to make sure that you're doing your stitch at the top of the turning chain 2. So when you turn your work, you do chain 2. So make sure that you're doing that stitch in the top of the chain 2, and that's how you would end it. So again, you would chain 2 and you would turn, and again, not in this stitch but in this stitch, you would then start your row once again. And this completes the tutorial for today. And I'm not sure if it's very clear, but these stitches are at an angle. So every row, the stitch is going this way, and then the next one goes this way, and this one. And these are half double crochets, so they're not as prominent. I can do another tutorial on the herringbone double crochet. So your double crochet, the herringbone would be more prominent and longer. So, but these are half double crochets. But you do see, and maybe when you're using, your solid color yarn, I probably didn't use the right color, but yeah, there it looks very, very pretty. And it's a very easy stitch that beginners can start practicing on. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and share the video with anyone you know that might enjoy learning this beautiful craft. And any new viewers, I appreciate your subscription to my channel. Try to get out at least 3 videos a week, if possible. And if I have time, I can get out more. But right now I'm trying to at least get 3 out a week. So I hope you return. I appreciate it. And everybody have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.